Hi, I'm Dr. Tim Kern from TeamCare Medical Centers, and I'm going to share with you today the top 7 mistakes when choosing an auto injury attorney. Now, in my experience over the years, and a doctor treating many patients that have been in auto accidents, I've heard all sorts of complaints about their attorney that's handling their auto accident. And number one was that they just did not work hard enough to fix their automobile fast enough. Number two, it was while that car was getting fixed, they didn't have any way of getting around town, and the attorney was not helping them get a rent-a-car and get them into a car fast enough. So transportation, number two. Number three was the phone calls. People make repeated phone calls to the attorney's office and cannot get a hold of the attorney. I mean, this is a critical time for patients, and they don't understand their rights. They want to get treatment, they're hurting, and they're just not getting good communication with the attorney. Then number four is, they leave message for the attorney, but the attorney doesn't call them back. A paralegal or secretary calls them back, and it's just a round robin of phone calls where the patient is just not getting their answers to the questions that they need. So you need an attorney that will actually get that phone and call you back. The fifth one is fair settlement. So many patients at the end of the case, they look at the document and see how the funds are divided up, and somehow they just don't feel that it was fair to them. Number six is they go to a doctor, and they go to the attorney, and the attorney just doesn't have a good doctor referral for them. They're hurting terribly, and they're in pain, and they can't get in and see a doctor right away. It's very important for that to be done. The final thing is, number 7, is pay for medical testing. You want to have an attorney that when there's outside testing besides just the treatment that has to be done, there's usually some upfront costs for that. And there's many attorneys that just will not do the upfront expense of getting that support care or the support diagnostic testing that the case needs. So very important to get that. So, I've worked with scores of attorneys over my 30 years in practice, and go ahead and call me, and I can set you up with an attorney that will not get you into this kind of predicament. They've been doing this business for a long time, and you will not go through these 7 problems that my patient's been telling me about. So call me at 504-822-8555.